Sorry, back again. Sorry, disconnected. Bloody thing. But anyway, let's go back to the race. Let's go back to the race. Let's start it off. Obviously, I went through the grid before. Johnny C, Jason, James Harbin, top 3. So he gets a perfect start. See, Jason there bogged down quite a bit at the start. We've got Nick the Ham Games coming through as well. So Jason, his start wasn't great, but he got away in the end. So Jason in third now. We've got Kiwi in second. I did do a recording just before, but remote play just disconnected, so I do apologise for that. Kiwi in second, Jason in third. Anything happened? James Harbin down to fourth. Just to clear something up, I thought Bakrida won the championship at the last race, but he didn't. So that's my bad. So apologies for that, for my error. I was unaware. I thought he did. But anyway, Nick the Hammer Games in 7th, Bazinga in 8th. It's all going a bit off, because Bazinga's there in 8th, behind. Yeah, we've got myself in 9th. Up we go because we've got Nick the Hammer Games in 7th. Him to Bazinga's a bit of a gap there. Marshall in 6th. Jay Dante in 5th. Kiwi, who's behind? It's got Marshall looking down the right. Now Marshall, for me, must have had a bit of a moment, because before it cut off, he dropped down to 11th, because Nick is to the left of Marshall, so he took that 6th position. So this gang of cars here. So we've got Jay Dante, we've got James Harbin in there as well. Johnny C in 5th in the Jag, James Harbin in 3rd in the TT, Kiwi in the 458 in 2nd, and then we got Jason in 1st. So yeah, Johnny C's come under pressure now from Nick the Hammer Games, who's in 5th position now, so he's took that position off Johnny C. Johnny C unfortunately runs it a bit deep, or bit of contact there. I did feel that as I went through, but no, I'm done. I'm up to 6th now. James Harbin 4th. So just keeps going swapping positions quite quickly. I mean, this track's renowned for it. Just don't get on that gravel, because it will compromise you no matter what. Kiwi in 2nd, under pressure from Jay Dante. Jason doing a grand old job like we've seen before it cut off in the RCZ. Jay Dante takes that 2nd position off Kiwi. James Harbin in 4th. He's just buying his time. Myself in 5th. My daddy in 6th. The Hammer Games is 7th. Bazinga in 8th. Yeah, so it's all kicking off. So we've got Makrida, he's looking, but not quite. Like I said, I haven't said it. I did say it before it cut off in the previous stream. This is all their own choice. So we've got the TTs, we've got the Ferraris, we've got the Lambos, we've got the McLarens, we've got RCZ, we've got the Porsche Cayman, and Jaguar and whatnot. So it's their own choice. Like I said, get a penalty. You can't overtake the car in front. No fuel depletion, but there is tyre wear on. So just to clarify that again. So up the front, we've got Jason still leading the way in the RCZ, doing a good old job, my man. Jay Dante in 2nd, Kiwi in 3rd. James Harbin now, he's in prime attack mode. Like I said, apologies James and Makrida if I got it wrong about the championship. That was my bad. I do apologise. So James Harbin, he's just buying his time. Any of these do an error, he can just come on through. Yeah, he's got a bit of an overlap there from Jay Dante, but then Jay Dante's got the slipstream from Kiwi in 2nd position. James Harbin there 1:17.435 passes lap. Myself in 5th, and my daddy in 6th. There we have Nick the Hammer Games in 7th, Bazinga in 8th, Makrida in 9th, making his way up slowly. Gold in 10th, Marshall in 11th, and Johnny C in 12th. Let's go up quickly, because Jason is doing a good job. Don't get me wrong, he's doing a really good job. Jay Dante's 2nd. Kiwi in third, but he has got the attention of James Harben there. James Harben in fourth. McDaddy in sixth. Nick the Hammer Games in seventh in the Porsche. So yeah, the battle I feel, because we've got first and second now pulling away from third. So James Harben's looking to the right. If Kiwi really get his move done, he shall. By the looks of, yeah, he will. But myself, I'm looking to follow through as well in fifth position. So the gap between Jay Dante and James Harben, it's not massive, but then any slight error from the front too, James Harben can capitalise on it. Likewise, you know, we've got Kiwi. Kiwi's made a move on to me. Fair play to him. I ran it a bit too wide. McDaddy in sixth. Nick the Hammer Gaines in seventh. He's to the rear of this battle, of this group, but we've got Macreeder now to eighth. Now Macreeder obviously starting last. You'll see on the right, like we've seen before the video cut off, you've got Johnny C. He's having a bit of a picnic in the gravel. You see him there on the right? Yeah, he's just he's looking at the sunset as well. But yeah, so Nick the Hammer Games to McDaddy, still looking to the rear. Macreeder in eighth, he's slowly making his way up. So Nick the Hammer Games now up to sixth. McDaddy's now down to seventh. Now Nick the Hammer Games will want to probably catch me, but at the front we go. So we've got Jay Dante and Jason battling that out for that first position. So Jay Dante's looking to the right. Will he get this move done? I think he will. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He's got a fast lap a minute, 16.803. Jason's looking back again. He's like, no, mate, I want it back. Fair play to him. Nice racing there. Nice racing there. But James Harben, I think, because these two are slowing each other. Yeah, he can jump on this now. Get second, maybe first. But no, Jay Dante just protects the entry there. Clips the apex very nicely indeed. Jason just drops down to third now, which is very unfortunate for him. Having a stonking race prior to that. Jason, we got Kiwi. We've got myself. We've got my daddy. We've got the Hammer Games, and now we've got Macreeder. Macreeder's in the mix now. But like I said, to clear it up, I thought he won at the Nürburgring, but he didn't, so that, I do apologise for my error there. I was misunderstood, I read it wrong. So Macreeder in 8th, to Hammer Games in 7th. And then we got, in front of Hammer Games, we've got McDaddy, but don't cut out Macreeder yet. So we've got McDaddy, and then we've got myself in 5th. Myself looking to the rear of Kiwi. It was finding the right place to get out, to overtake him. So I didn't want to do it here because I worry about knocking him off. Then I'll have to slow down and lose more positions. As you can see up ahead, we've got Jason in the RCZ. A bit of tyre wear for him, but Kiwi dies down the right. I think about following him through, but I thought no, I thought better of it. That would have been a silly move, and I would have taken him out. James Harben to the rear of Jay Dante now, looks to the left, no, just backs out of it at the last moment. But yeah, James Harben seems to be on a mission. So let's clear it up now. The championship wasn't done, I don't think, at this race. I can't quite remember. But it wasn't won at Nürburgring. Depending where James comes really to Macreeder. Let's keep an eye on that because we've got McDaddy, we've got myself. Let's go down and have a look at any other cars. What's going on to the rear? Bazinga, Marshall unfortunately he's in 11th. Johnny C, he's in 12th. He's sightseeing at the minute. Bazinga in 10th. He's quite a way ahead of Marshall there, who's in 11th. Bit of battling going on. So we've got Gold 45, the man who came second in the last race, currently in 9th. Nick the Hammer Games in 7th. Jason, see, at this point here, he had such a stonking race. You know, I know he's down in 6th position, but he just touched that gravel, ran it a bit wide, and then once you touch this gravel, there's no coming back because you lose so many positions. I mean, what? Look, he's lost 3 by just going off, and he may lose a 4th with Bazinga coming down. But I think Jason at this point may want to pit. Up we go. So we've got Jay Dante still battling out with James Harben 1st and 2nd. McDaddy up to 3rd, Kiwi 4th. I'm in 5th, but I'm slowly dropping away from Kiwi. Now Macreeder, the winner of Nürburgring, is now to 6th position. He's got past Nick the Hammer Games. But behind Nick the Hammer Games we have Goal 45. So I'm looking behind, obviously, Kiwi. I'm looking to the right and I get that move done. So I'm ahead of Kiwi now. I think tie wear for Kiwi is coming into effect slightly. Yeah, his is more than mine. So he ran a bit wide, so I can capitalise on that. Macredo, will he do likewise to Kiwi, who's in 5th position? No, he just slowly just backs out of it. He may look towards start-finish straight. Let's have a look. Kiwi in 5th. Nick the Hammer Games. Don't cut out Nick the Hammer Games, because Nick the Hammer Games is there as well. He's behind Macredo. So we've got 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. All in quite close together. Let's see what happens. Bazinga in 9th. He's dropped back from goal. Marshall in 10th, Jason in 11th. And then we've got Johnny C sightseeing again in 12th. Bless him. Out we go, because we've got Jay Danton and James Harben still batting out for his 1st position. But as you can see there, Jay Dante has pulled out a little bit of a gap over James Harben. McDaddy's fallen a little bit away from James Harben in 2nd. But the battle here, so Macredo now up to 5th. So he got the move done into the final right-hander, I think. I won't go back because it's still battling away. Kiwi in 6th now. Nick the Hammer Games is 7th. Goal 45 in 8th. But the gap between Goal 45 and Mazinga's, he's comfortable at the minute. You know, we're 10 minutes in. We've got 20 minutes to go. 30-minute races each round. There's 2 races tonight. There's Johnny C there just yes, hello lads. You know, come on through. I'll just sightsee. James Harben still to the rear of Jay Dante there in 1st position. My daddy in 3rd. Myself in 4th, and we've got battle here happening. We've got goal to the rear of Nick the Hammer Games. And can he get it done along this? He got the left kink, then he got the right. He got the final turn. Just perfect that final turn. So you run it too wide onto that gravel, you've had it. That's the truth. You've had it. Thank you for whoever's watching. See, I get on someone, they go off. So goal 45, prime example. Don't run it too wide. So you run it too wide, you clip the gravel here, it'll spin you out. Prime example, goal 45. Very unfortunate. There's a slight contact there. The rear wheel onto that gravel, and it just kicks his rear end out. Can he keep it on track though? Drift mode along that gravel there. So out we go. So we've got someone coming out the pits, which is McDaddy. So Kiwi in 6th. Then we got Nick the Hammer Games in 5th. Macredo up to 4th. Stonking race at the minute, slowly making his way up. So depending where they are, you know, where they come in this race, we'll wait and see. James Harben in 2nd, still wants that 1st position off Jay Dante, who's in 1st. Oh. So yeah, James Harben he's there or thereabouts, but now I've got the attention of Macredo. About this time now, my tyre wear was more than obviously Macredo 4-wheel drive. I wasn't looking after him at all, you know. So Macredo, he's now looking to the rear of me. I'm in 3rd position. Up ahead, we've got James Harben and Jay Dante still 1st and 2nd, still having a bit of a battle. But I stayed out wide because I knew Macredo will come down the inside. But yeah, I just left him a bit of a gap there so he can come on through. But he just thinks better of it. So he just thinks to start finish straight maybe, and he gets a move done. You know, I'll slow out that last corner, and he got the move done. You know, I did squeeze him a little bit, saying, "Here, have that, mate." But no harm intended there, Macredo. Sorry. So yeah, at the front, who's got Jay Dante still? Jay Dante still in 1st position. James Harben. Myself, we've got Nick the Hammer Games now up to 4th. Obviously, 5th. Sorry, people pitting. Kiwi in 6th. My daddy in 7th. As you can tell, fresh set of tyres. So we'll be going for a really good stint now. Jason in 9th. We've got Bazinga in 10th. Marshall in 11th, just come out the pits, and Johnny C still in the gravel, still sightseeing, still having his picnic, cigar and whatnot. In 12th, you know. So up we go, because James Harben again has closed it to the rear of Jay Dante there, but as you can tell now, Macredo's in 3rd position. Like we've seen that move done, I'll slow out the final turns. So fair play to Macredo there. So James Harben in 2nd, still looking to the rear of Jay Dante there, who's in 1st position. But down we go quickly because we've got Madaddy with the fresh set of tyres, the fastest on the track at the minute. He's not but I think he does a fast lap soon. I can't quite remember. The fast lap is Macready 16.649, which basically is very rapid compared to mine at 17.357. It's just I couldn't touch the TTs. They were just in a league of their own, you know. I mean, they were all in the 16s of TTs, as you can see there. I mean, goal was see in the 17s. So the mid-engine, the four-wheel drives, and the Porsche Cayman now they were struggling. We just didn't have the pace to match the TTs, unfortunately. So Jay Dante's still in first position, still James Harbour behind. James Harbour's doing all he can, but keeping it on track is key. Just don't run it too wide. Macready on third. He's slowly catching to the rear of James Harbour there. McDaddy and Nick the Hammer Games battling it out now. So McDaddy with the fresher tyres compared to Nick the Hammer Games, he'll have so much more speed in that Audi TT, it'd be unbelievable. So McDaddy is looking, he's just backing out of it. Perfect opportunity for him. We'll be down this back straight. You know, it's not actually a straight. You've got a left kink and a right kink. You know, Nick the Hammer Games just touch the gravel there, so that will compromise him. So McDaddy can pounce on this now, and he makes that move there to the right, and he makes that nice move there. You know, Nick left in the space, and he came on through. So up we go. So we've got Macready now slowly catching to the back of James Harbour, who's in second position. Jay Dante looks to pit. Macready dives into the pits as well, and James Harbour decides to stay out. And who else stays out? McDaddy obviously pitted, and he's in second position now. Nick the Hammer Games in 7th, goal 45. You know, he's in 7th. We've got Kiwi. So Nick's coming out the pits, bit of a battle on here. So at this point here, I was like, can I get it done to, you know, can I get Macready back maybe? You know, and it was so close. Macready must have spotted me and thought, nah, I just had that idol, you know, I had that Darren. You know, we're side by side. I tried doing the jump on him, but it was a big ass, you know, because he's around the left. He's got a supreme grip in that car compared to me. Fresh set of tyres. I've obviously done the out lap, but yeah, Macready got that move done in the pit stops. And I know he done it prior to the pit stop, but good from him, you know. James Harbour, he's in first position now. This is what he wants, because Macready's in 4th, and it's still down to these two to see where they come. Myself in 5th. So Jay Dante having a brilliant drive in 3rd. 16 minutes in, not long to go at all. Macready 4th. Let's just have a look through. So look through. Nothing else really going on a minute. There's a set from Nick the Hammer Games and Kiwi 6th and 7th. Let's keep an eye on this with Nick the Hammer Games. I'll bother Nick the Hammer Games there. Let's go like that. So he's a bit back-ended there. Let me just get a quick drink. My mouth's getting a bit dry. So Kiwi, is he looking to dive in the pits? No, he just stays out of the pits. Heading down the start-finish straight. They're both side by side. But Kiwi's with the better entry in. So he's got the better line in. So yeah, he makes that. But Nick goes for the switch back there. Very nice indeed. Very nice move there from Nick the Hammer Games. As you can see, James Harbour's come out the pits. I'm going to get a quick drink and I'll flick up to the front. So yeah, James Harbour now come out the pits. He's currently in. Oh god, he's currently in 5th position there. What can he do? So you can see Macready up ahead. They're both on a fresh set of tyres. Likewise, I am. McDaddy now is to lead this race. A little bit of tyre wear coming to effect for him now. Jay Dante in 2nd, doing a really good job. Macready obviously getting up there from last to 3rd. Likewise, 1:16.649. Myself in 4th, James Harbour in 5th. James Harbour now will look to put his foot down. I mean, look, it's behind me now so quick, it's unbelievable. I thought, what's the point of fighting him, you know, because I know he's a man on a mission. I know he's still contending for the title with Macready, so I just let him on by. It's the right thing to do. I didn't want to hold him up. So I just back off a little bit, and I just let him on through. Yes, Macready, I let him on through. Sorry about that, mate, but I did. So I couldn't. What's the point in holding him up, you know, because you're just up ahead in 3rd. If I held him up, either one of us could have gone off track. So for me, the right thing to do was just to let James on through, because he was battling for the first position. So yeah, that's a submission from me. I did let him on by. Just eased off the throttle a little bit into that first corner. Went massively, but it was enough just to let James go on by. Macreada in third now behind Jay Dante, who's in second position. Madadi in first now, 16.728. So yeah, the fastest lap still, I think, is Macreada, if I'm right. I think I am right. Let's have a quick look. Macreada 16.649, 1:16.649 that is. So down we go. Macreada again with purple sector. James Harben, myself behind in fifth position. Nick the Hammer Games in sixth. Kiwi in seventh. Goal 45 in eighth. Now coming under pressure from Jason, who's in ninth position. So Jason's like, yeah, he's sprung out of the bag now. He's looking to the right of goal 45. Will he make his move? He does. A bit onto the gravel there. That he'll have a bit of dirt on the tyres. That may compromise him into the final turn. Just take it nice and easy. Try not to run it too deep. See, oh, goal. Oh, near went out of track there, mate. God, let's have go on board with goal. It was he side by side with Jason there. And he's like, yes, I don't want to be in this track no more. I'll just fly on out. So unfortunately for the goal, he touched the gravel, and he's like, yeah, I'm flying. I'm gonna hit this sand mound here, and yeah, try to get out of the track, but he didn't succeed there. Goal, mate. That's unfortunate. From Nürburgring, it's a bit unfortunate for you. So McDaddy's still leading the way. 16.728. Jay Dante in second. Coming under pressure now from Macreada, and Macreada's in third position. We've got James Harman behind and myself behind in fifth. So Macreada's now looking to capitalise on Jay Dante, who's in second position. McDaddy's still with that lead. Let's go down and have a look through the grid quickly. Because Jason, unfortunately, now he's having a bit of trouble with that car. You know, as we seen at the start, he led the race, and just unfortunate. But keep your head together, keep focused, and yeah, just get on through. He's got the attention of Marshall behind now. Marshall behind now in ninth position. McDaddy's pitted again. Now I think this for him was his strategy. So let's go up to McDaddy, because McDaddy's come out of the pits. We've got myself and James Harben battling that out there, second and third, as you can see down the start-finish straight. So McDaddy in fourth again with the fresh set of tyres. Nick the Hammer Games in fifth, Kiwi in sixth, and we've got Macreada in seventh, Jason in eighth, Marshall in ninth, Bazinga in 10th, Gold in 11th, and Johnny C, unfortunately, he's retired the car in 12th positions. Up we go, because Jay Dante's still in first position. I know it's swapped around a bit because of pit stops, but I'm still there behind James Harbour, but now I'm in a TT sandwich, yeah, which isn't great, to be honest, because James Harbour now he's putting out. But Macreada, I think this is where, let's go back to Macreada, I think this is where Macreada had his off, yeah. So the end of that lap, the previous lap, Macreada unfortunately has a big moment. So he's behind Jay Dante, he's in a slipstream. I think he just runs it a little bit. Oh, Jay Dante just brakes a bit earlier. Let's go back and have a look at that again from this view here. So Jay Dante brakes a little bit early maybe, but you know, he's quite within his rights to do so. That catches Macreada out. So then Macreada loses position, you know, and he's off the track, and it's going to be a big ask to get back on and see if he can gain a few positions. Where does he actually end up when he comes back on track? He's down to 7th. So up we go. He's down to 7th now. Let's see what he can do. Because James Harben to Macreada. So James Harben in second, Macreada in 7th. So I think James Harben will be smiling in his helmet going around. But Jay Dante's still in first position. The man to watch is McDaddy for me, because he's done a second pit stop and he's looking for the win. Hello everyone, hope you're well today. I'm sorry if the camera's not the best, but you know, I'm trying new things, you know, trying to get out there a little bit more. But yeah, Jay Dante. James Harben and me. We've still got a little bit of battle going on there. I ran it a bit too wide on that last corner, a bit too. I was like, yeah, I'll just go across the gravel rather than stay on the track. But that did slow me up, because it did give McDaddy at this point did gain massively because of it. It just cost me quite a bit. So Nick the Hammer Games in 5th. Let me just quickly get this, so I don't want to be rude, because I know I've got the chat box there. No, not missing that, Macredo. No, no, no. I wasn't missing that. I went back to it on purpose, you know, purposely just to watch you. But nah, mate. Bit unfortunate, mate. It seemed to me like Jay Dante just broke a little bit early, and that caught you out. I may be wrong, maybe right, but that's how it seemed to me, Martin. He just broke a little bit too early, and that just, you know, that caught you out a bit. But let's see what you can do, my man. So we've got James Harburn in second. Quality seems to be a bit better while I'm watching now. I have upped it to 720p. So I don't know if it's any good or whatever like that. But anyway, so McDaddy in third. For me, he's the man to watch. We've got just over 6 minutes to go. He's to the rear of James Harburn now. Macredo in seventh. He's behind Kiwi. Let's see what he can do as well. He's still got the fast lap in the race, Macredo. It's 16.588. That's a 1:16.588. So towards the front, we've got McDaddy and James Harburn and Jay Dante. So we've got the Audi TTs first, second, and third. The Lambo in fourth. The Porsche in fifth. The Ferrari in sixth. The TT in seventh. Another TT 650S RCZ. Ferrari again, and Johnny C, unfortunately, he's retired into the pits. So, McDaddy now is looking to the rear of James Harburn. I think for me, McDaddy's strategy was to pit twice, which he done. And I was like, hey, why is he pitting again? And they were saying, you know, he's going to have better, what's that? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, alright, fair enough, mate. But McDaddy there, he's round the right of James Harburn. He's like, yeah, it's coming on through, laddo. And he takes that move. Now can he... Oh, James. So here we are. So, sort of same point as Macredo. But this time they're side by side. McDaddy just gets it out in that second position. But James just runs it a bit too wide there. And he clips that gravel and it sends him into that barrier there. I don't know why that barrier's there anyway. Maybe it's for dirt racing. Where's Macredo in regards to James Harburn? So Macredo is coming around the final turn. You can see James up ahead. He's like, hello, come here, laddo. Come here. I'm going to get you. So he wants to get past Kiwi as quick as he can. Because his title rival there is in 5th position. So now Macredo gets that move done onto Kiwi. Now he's up to 6th. Now in his head he'd be wanting to catch up to James Harburn. We've got less than 5 minutes to go now. Let's go up to the front because we've got McDaddy now has gained so quickly to the back of Jay Dante there in 1st position. And we've got Goal 45. He was saying on chat, he's where's the track? I can't find the track, you know. But yeah, he's there. He's still spinning around like Johnny C. But Johnny C's in the pit. So here we are. McDaddy to the back of Jay Dante there in 1st position. Myself in 3rd. Nick Hammer Games in 4th. Because of Macredo and James and that going off, he's capitalised for that. You know, he's like, yes, hello, I'm here. But Macredo's slowly catching James Harburn there in 5th position. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this as well. So we've got Kiwi, Bazinga, we've got Marshall in 9th position in the McLaren. I don't think he liked this track. I didn't think he enjoyed it. Jason in 10th, and we've got Gold in 11th, and Johnny C still in the pits. I want to focus on these two for the minute. I know McDaddy's got the move done. Let's have a look back at this quickly. Because on board McDaddy, I think down the start finish straight. Yeah, Jay Dante just runs it a bit wide there, so he's got dirt on the rear tyres. I know they're front wheel drives, FFs. But then he still have dirt and it still will slow him up a little bit going into corners. So McDaddy gets the overlap and he gets a nice move in there. Very well done indeed. So he takes that 1st position. Now I want to quickly go back to James Harburn and Macredo. So James Harburn he's maybe pulled it out a little bit, but for me, I think Macredo will be wanting that 5th position now for James Harburn. So Nick the Hammer Games in 4th. James Harburn to Macredo. Kiwi's behind Macredo there in 7th position. Can he close up to the back of Macredo? I'm not sure. We'll just wait and see. So James Harburn just runs it a little bit wide there onto the gravel. So he has got dirt on the front left and back left tyres. So Macredo, yeah, he has gained from that. With James Harburn running it slightly wide, Macredo has gained a bit of time from that, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens with this section here. Yeah, 100%. Let's have a look at the timers, because James Harburn to Macreeder is like a second, you know, so it is quite close. So let's see what happens. Let's go out and down and have a look. We've got Kiwi in 7th. We've got Bazinga in 8th. Yeah, so it's all spread out towards the rear of the field now. Up we go, because I want to see where McDaddy is. McDaddy, fastest lap of the race, 1:16.422. Jay Dante, myself in 3rd. But then I had the attention of did we lap someone there? No, we didn't. I thought I seen a car there. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Anyway, didn't have gains in 4th. James Harburn to Macreeder. Is that gap closed? Yes. Under a second now between these two. Now, let's see what happens. Can Macreeder get in that slipstream and try and get him towards the... I think they'll be heading on to the final lap soon. McDaddy in 1st. They've got another lap to do after this, and let's see if anyone else can do a second lap after this lap. So McDaddy there. Let's keep an eye on James Harburn. Oh, here we go. So we've got Macreeder now close so much behind James Harburn. James Harburn must have had a bit of a moment. Let's go back and have a look. See if I can pick anything up. Or is it just tyre? Oh, he runs it a bit deep there. So James Harburn around that right-hander. That long right-hander. Just seems to me he runs it a bit too deep. Oh, he does, yes, 100%. Miles away from that apex, and now Macreeder can capitalise on this down the start-finish straight, okay? Let's just wait and see, because it's all about perfecting this final corner. Perfect this final corner, get the better exit, then you're on for a winner. But then you've got slipstream as well. As you can see there, Macreeder is getting to the back of James Harburn there quite rapidly, you know? He's in the slipstream, easy does it, both of them. Now James Harburn again runs it a bit too wide there, and they're still side by side. No, Macreeder gets to jump onto James Harburn. He takes that 5th position. What will that do in the championship? We shall see. So out we go. So we've got McDaddy leading the way. He's done 2 pit stops and it's worked in his favour. A 1:16.422. I'm glad I've got these replays out here today. I do apologise for the wait again. Just health got in the way, you know, and I think it will do for a while yet. Jay Dante in 2nd. So McDaddy is doing well. Macreeder putting out now from James Harburn. So still together on track, but we've got Kiwi behind in 7th. Nick the Hammer again still in 4th position. Myself in 3rd. I'm slow at this point now. We haven't got too far to go. At this point now, I was catching Jay Dante quite rapidly. I think tyre wear for him was having to make, yeah, as you can see there, his front left is like almost halfway. And I thought, can I get him, you know, down this straight? And I brake really late. But McDaddy, give him his due. He's going to cross the lap now to do another lap, I think. Oh, he spins it across the start-finish line. And he's caught there. Hey. So, where's he going? So the handbrake turn ain't done no good really. So he's done a handbrake turn now. But finishing 2nd is Jay Dante. Finishing 3rd is myself. Finishing 4th, but he's going back to finishing 4th is the Hammer Games. Macreeder in 5th. So there's McDaddy there. Macreeder in 5th. James Harburn in 6th. Kiwi in 7th. I'm still puzzled by that handbrake from McDaddy, and he's there. And I know he crossed the line. Bazinga in 8th, Marshall in 9th, Jason he'll come across the line in 10th. So Bazinga in 8th. Well done to James Harburn and Macreeder, obviously the 1 and 2 in the championship table. We've got Marshall there in 9th, very well done indeed. Gold obviously finished, Johnny Seaworld as well. Jason's coming around the final turn now. But I'm a bit confused with that ending now. I know he crossed the line and he still started the last lap, but yeah, I'm a bit puzzled by that. But anyway, down we go, because we have got Jason now in 10th and we've got Johnny C in 12th. He crossed the line in 12th position. Yeah, been a good race, you know, and these two here still battling away, you know, 5th and 6th in the race, and 1 and 2 in the table. But fair play to him, you know. I think we've got gold up there as well. My daddy, I'm just outside of that promotion place at the minute. But my daddy looks like he's going to come round for the win. Obviously, I've been here, so Idle 4. Thank you for watching. But yeah, you all have a great day. And yeah, obviously my daddy, we don't have enough time to finish the lap there. I don't know why, it just cut me off. But my daddy won that race. Obviously, I've been here, so Idle 4. You have a good day. Still a bit perplexed about that finish, you know. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'll be back. Sim Effects Infinity Series, I'll do that maybe tomorrow. If not, I'll do that 100% on Friday. Just see how I am tomorrow. Like I said, I started the new tablets today, the statin and that, and the aspirin, and just see how it goes. You know, it's only minimal milligrams, like 5 milligram. But apart from that, you know, thank you for watching, fellas. That was race 14 of Big Willow. Obviously, I've been airside Idle 4 with the bold head, in the bold head there. But you all have a great day. You all take care. Enough for